February 19th, and I have finished up to episode 27 of One Piece. I know I was talking a lot of shit about like Kaya being on the boat, which I still think Kaya should be on the boat. But I feel like there's also a draft where maybe this guy ended up on the boat. I know he doesn't, but like maybe. This is Gin. This is the guy whose life Sanji saved in the beginning of his arc. And right now he's having like a crisis of loyalty between like Sanji, who saved his life, and his boss, Don Krieg. He spends a lot of time beating Sanji up with like tonfas or something. And then right when like he's about to deliver the killing blow, at that point he decides, all right, like he's had enough. I don't want him to die. That felt a little like late. Like we didn't necessarily need that fight between him and Sanji, but like it wasn't a bad fight, so like whatever. As of where I am now, Don Krieg has like given all of his people like gas masks. He has thrown like a poison bomb at the restaurant. Gin and Sanji are okay. Luffy doesn't have one, and the missile like blows everybody up. So I know Luffy lives, but I'm interested to see like how he lives. This is what's going on right now in the anime. I give a lot less of a shit about it though, because this man has made an appearance. I came very, very close to saying my man has made an appearance. I'm gonna stick with that. My man has made an appearance. This is Mihawk. Honestly, the fight between him and Zoro is so cool, and he's established as a character so well. I honestly couldn't tell you like why he's there. I think this is one of those things where like my brain, like my mind in particular, exists in a before Mihawk time and an after Mihawk time. And in order for me to get from the before to the after, I have to lose a couple of megabytes of memory. So I couldn't tell you, like maybe he's one of Don Krieg's men, but I don't understand why he would be working with Don Krieg, because Don Krieg ain't shit. And I've seen the fight between him and Zoro before. Like the stuff that happened in there wasn't a surprise to me. But I was like watching the anime. This was the first time that I truly remembered enjoying the anime the first time. And I enjoy the anime like more on the second watch. But now that he's shown up, I'm like, yee, Mihawk's here. I now just need to, resign myself to the fact that Mihawk is apparently not going to be back for a while, because I remember when we got through that fight with Mihawk and Zoro, which I'm going to get into in a little bit. I was like, wow! I was telling my husband, I was like, this is amazing! Like I can't wait to see like the rivalry between these two characters. And he was like, oh, he won't be back for a while, like a couple hundred episodes. And I was just like, I'm done. No. You're telling me I have to wait like what, like a bajillion years? Absolutely not. That being said, I'm a lot more locked in on One Piece this time. Like I'm watching it without my husband, so like that's something. So hopefully, the faster I get through this part of the anime, the faster I can see him again. This brings me to Zoro, who I think he loses the fight with Mihawk, because of course he's going to lose the fight with Mihawk. But I do think it establishes his goals very, very well. And the thing is, like, we knew like he wanted to be like the greatest swordsman and all that. We had seen like a little backstory, but Zoro is different from Usopp and Sanji and eventually Nami, in that we're not really introduced to him in like his origin arc. He's just kind of there in the second episode. So I do think that he needed this, and I liked that we took like a little break from like the restaurant and Don Krieg and all that drama to watch this shit play out with Zoro and Mihawk. I really, really liked that. I also cannot speak highly enough of Mihawk. Like I do think like he added something really cool like for me, and for like characters outside of the Going Merry, he's my favorite. That's off the ship. On the ship, it's Nami and Zoro. Anyway, I am still having fun watching this anime. I am excited to keep going because the everything blew up. That's where I cut off. So I need to keep going and find out what happens next.